Right, we're going to show you one of our favourite runs. This is, we're heading down to Trajan Bowl, down to Army Camp Ridge. This was a secret little ridge line that we like to ski. We skied it a couple of times. Now this is the unedited version. This is nearly a 5-minute long clip, so bear with it if you can. We wanted to show you exactly what you have to do when you get off the gondola if you are heading skiers right out towards the army camp, exactly what the terrain is like and what the ski down is. So give you a little bit of background as well. This was I think our second to last day skiing in Gulmarg. The gondola had been shut down for a couple of days. There'd been a big storm, and then they weren't able to get explosives. So after leaving it for a couple of days and seeing that the gondola still wasn't open, we decided to actually skin up. We took the 4-person chairlift, the new chairlift, up to Mary's shoulder, and then did the skin. It took us about 2.5 hours, and there were a lot of people doing it as well. But when we got to the top, we noticed that most people actually carried on going up to the summit, whereas we turned left, and we were one of the only groups of people that were actually heading out. Lookers left, skiers right on the mountain, and yeah, we had the whole place to ourselves. We were concerned as there had been some wind, and we saw some evidence of wind loading. And I think there with my pole I was just pointing out, I'd seen the cornice. There is a cornice that is all the way along the ridgeline here to our left, and the cornice had fractured and tried to give way in a spot. So we're being a little bit careful here. You can't really pick your way as easily as you'd like to along the ridgeline because there are a lot of rocks. And to the left there, we don't want to get too close to the cornice. So we'd just stopped and talked about it just for a little bit. Came up with a bit of a plan that we all agreed that we would keep away from the left as much as possible. But here you have to get a little bit closer. But we actually decided that we're a bit too close, and we just sidestepped up a little bit out of the way from the corners.
How are you?
Now we're at the army camp here, and then these are the soldiers we're saying hello to. And then this dog here, this dog was kind of a pain in the butt because it would run after you and chase you and bark at you. Anyway, starting the run now. A little bit of a roll over there, so just trying to straight line it until I get past that before I start my turns. And again, we weren't too sure of the actual snow. We knew that it was loaded. It was quite amazing looking down and seeing the entire mountain untouched, but the snow wasn't quite as good at the top as we thought it was going to be. There was only maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches of fresh with pretty firm snow underneath. So we decided that we would just try and keep following the ridgeline and just cutting skiers right and try and find nice pitches of snow. So we're being careful here. At the start of the trip, most of these faces had avalanched, so there wasn't too much snow left on them. But we were just going one at a time, and again just cutting to the right, and then trying to find, we wanted to get down to what we called Army Camp Ridge. But here's a look around at the terrain, and you can just see my one track. So this is the whole purpose of where we were going. This is what we call Army Camp Ridge, and sure enough, the snow was nearly a foot deep here, and really nice. So Tim had gone first. Those are his tracks. He was down filming, and we just followed this ridge. We all stopped there, but with editing, I just it makes it look like we're just doing this non-stop. But you could have gone a long way down on this ridge. And then this is the final face here. Mikey had gone first, and he was set up on the other side filming us. This was the last pitch, and again, snow was awesome. Really good skiing, and definitely worth the effort of getting out there.